Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh and His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name of the one true God, and Yahweh Shai is the name of His only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. And I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. All right, this lesson is going to be about where your mind is. All right, because the things of this world are here to distract you. These people are here to make sure you basically miss your trip. Because only the elect are going to make it, right? And the 1/3 who the Lord have mercy upon. All right. This world literally is operating on how much it can pump confusion and delusion, filth at you all at once to throw you off. All right, so that you don't make it on them chariots. All right, it's really about that. It's really like that. All right, because you want to make sure your mind is on point, because this place was truly built on confusion. Proverbs 4:16, for they sleep not except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall. For they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. That is the whole world. It ain't even just America. It's really the whole world, because all these elites are in cahoots with some type of plan, all right, where they can rule over the people and control the people. Because this is like the MOTB. That's not going to be just a one nation like ideology and institution. That's going to be everywhere. Okay? It's going to be a worldwide thing. And it's going to be based on control. And you got to know that. Okay? Because everybody's going to be tested. That's the hour of temptation. When the New World Order is trying to be established. Okay? Did you allow this world to get you in the mix to the point where you miss out on your ride? You don't want to let this world get you to the point where you're so distracted that you miss your ride. Okay, because the ride is going to come and it will leave. And when matter of fact, it ain't even about it leaving. It's about when it comes, when it shows up, and those doors open, and you ain't got a seat, and the doors close. It's over. It's over. Because when the elect come back down, it's judgment day. It's time. All right? Because the elect are going to be transformed into extraterrestrial beings. All right? Extraterrestrial. New bodies, new strength, just new, refreshed. All right? And clean. Completely cleansed of this place. No flesh. All right? None of this chains of darkness. This is going to be completely done with. The chains will be off, but then. And then we just going to be operating in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And what he wants, and what King David wants, what Yahweh wants. Okay? You don't want to let this world confuse you to throw you off. And then you miss your ride. Matthew 6:21. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. All right? So where your treasure is where your heart is. And when you look up the word heart in Hebrew is la'ab, which means your mind. So basically it's for where your treasure is there will your mind be also. So where is your mind? Okay, is the important question. Where your mind is. All right. That's why we have to always check ourselves. All right. Constantly remind ourselves of things. All right. And continuing things that we have been taught. All right. That's why the scriptures say, prove yourselves, whether you be in the faith. You have to constantly prove yourself. All right. Over and over again. To put yourself in remembrance. To put yourself back in fear. All right. Proverbs 2 and 3. It says, yeah. If thou criest after knowledge and liftest up thy voice for understanding, if thou seekest her as silver and searchest for her as for hid treasures. It's like as for hid treasures, then shalt thou understand the fear of Yahweh and find the knowledge of God. So when you search after wisdom, knowledge, and understanding as silver, that's when you're going to find the fear. All right. And the fear is what's going to keep you, all right, grounded. Because you're going to understand that belt is going to come. And you always want to be prepared. All right. And you always want to be on point because you don't want, Papa to bust out that belt because he will. All right. And, the ultimate belt is the second death. And you don't want to be a part of that. Proverbs 8 and 11. For wisdom is better than rubies, and all the things that may be desired are not to be compared unto it. So all these things that I'll say our flesh desires. Our flesh desires it. Our flesh wants it. But man, how do you? I forgot. It's like I don't want to butcher the scripture, but it says I think if the flesh is weak, but the spirit is willing, something like that. But yeah, that's what it is. The spirit wants to do what it wants to do, but the flesh, it pulls it back. It slows it down. All right. So we gotta understand where our true treasure is, and it's with wisdom, and that's where our mind is supposed to be. All right. Because this flesh makes you fatigued, and these bodies are weak as hell. All right. So with that, all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai.